Audio description written by readloud.net, voiced by Geraint, starring Dan Castellaneta, Julie Kavanagh, Nancy Cartwright, Yeardley Smith, Hank Azaria, and Harry Shearer. Also starring Pamela Hayden. Also starring Tress MacNeille. Also starring Alex Stee. 8 Tilda copyright cert. Chris Edgerly, producer. Richard K. Chung, producer. Alexander Duke, co-producer. Dominique Broad, animation producer. Tom Klein, animation producer. Jaspreet Katrib, executive story editor. Lonnie Steele Sostand, associate producers. Felicia Nalivansky Kaplan, Brian J. Kaufman, animation co-producers. Peter Gave, Nikki Isordia, Michael G. Mahan, animation associate producer. Kip Lewis, theme by Danny Elfman, score by Bleeding Fingers Music, score producers Hans Zimmer, Russell Emanuel, score exec produced by Steve Kofsky. Rock You Like a Hurricane, written by Rudolf Senker, Klaus Mayen, and Herman Raebel, performed by Hank Azaria, casting by Scott Muller, casting associate Nick Canty, original casting by Benita Bayatla, editors Michael Bridge, Don Barroso, production coordinator Jesse D. Miller, dialogue sound editor Norm MacLeod, music editing Chris Ledesma, MPSC Jake Schaefer, sound effects editor Travis Powers, re-recording mixers Mark Linden, Tara A. Paul Kaz, production mixer David Beatoncourt, sound recordist Christine Sirois, principal composer Cara Tal, music scoring mixer John W. Chapman, script supervisor Louise Jaff, production accountant Susan Lorenzana, post-production audio facility Sony Pictures Studio, post-production and color services provided by Picture Shop, presented in Dolby Surround, assistant to Mr. Brooks, Lisa Walder, assistant to Mr. Groening, N. Violet Diaz, assistant to Mr. Jean, Joe Clabby, assistant to Mr. Selman, Juliet Kaufman, assistants to the producers, Nick Dahan, Nick Dannell, Ayana Shri, Dylan Kennedy, Alexa Patterson, Danielle Weisberg, Cameron Wen, Demi York, animation produced by Fox Television Animation, overseas production by Rough Draft, overseas animation director Chang My-Eung-nam, assistant director Oscar Pangestu, lead animation timer Ray Claffey, animation timers Scott Brutz, Acacia Caputo, Samim, Adam Cullman, Mike Frank Polchino, Larry Smith, Cindy Tang, second unit director Lance Kramer, retake director Gabriel DeFrancesco, supervising storyboard director Matthew Schofield, storyboard artists Ben Lane, Stephen Race, Ralph Souza, additional storyboards Michael Tran, storyboard revisions Luis Siskaba, Grant Lee, Matt Mantle, Michael Marcantle, animatic layout artists Davey Lauterbach, Tom Madrid Jr., Steve Pilop-Hill, animatic editor Roger Injaruzorn, background designers Ben Anderson, Lina Blankenship, Daniel Chiu, Sean Coons, Gibla Henderson, T.J. Kim, Hugh MacDonald, Maria Marietti Parker, Jeffrey A. Mertz, Mark Mulgrew, Debbie Peterson, Charles Ragins, Chris Stevenson-Tovich, Lance Wilder, Philip Oyo, character designers Pete Kidd Flash Gomez, Sam Greenberg, Dale Hendrickson, Eric Eskes, Kevin M. Newman, Tommy Tejada, Reza Zabardist, Matt Groening, Sam Simon, prop designers Daryl Bowen, Seth Cooper, John Krause, Kevin N. Moore, Jefferson R. Weekly, lead character layout artists Young Anderson, Michael Liatneal, Christiana Lang-Daly, Daniela Hoyos, Jeff Johnson, Eric Lara, Rick Salonga, Jun Shin, Kamoon Song, Debbie J. Spafford, character layout artists Legend Dawaru, Luis Siskaba, Stephen P. A. Gordon, Karan Carnegie Johnson, Tina Cowan Quartigler, Drew McPhail, Tuan Gilline, Lena Podster, Sylvia Pompey, Jeremy Robinson, Ralph Souza, Shane K. Sowell, lead background layout artist Gerald Clifford Ray, background layout artists Andy Chen, Ralph Delgado, Sam Ho, John Liu, Steve Pilop-Hill, George Stokes, CG supervisor Brent M. Bowen, CG artist Kyle James, lead FX layout artist John Dillon, FX layout artists Al Holter, John McFarlane, Bryce Mallier, digital FX artist Stephen Fay, lead scene planner Erica Isabel Vega, Scene planners, Ziad Sitmetz, Mike Disser, Rick Moser, color design director, Dima Malanichev, color designers, background colorists, Eli Balsa, Anne Legg, Amy Reichlich, assistant color designers, Mike Battle, Lisa S. Cervantes, animation checkers, William Bimler, Deirdre Creed, lead digital compositor, Steve Mills, digital compositor, Beth S. Morris, lip sync, Robin Anderson, track reader, Laurie Wetzler, assistant editors, Curtis Kunsak, Ethan Ogilby, animation production managers, Ashley Brooke Cooper, Derek Higgs, Sean Ligler, Ross McAlpine, Shelley McCulley, Jane Rengarb, Eliodora Salvatierra, assistant production managers, Margaret Glazer, Shannon Scott, animation IT department manager, David Owner, animation production accountant, Will Anderson, animation payroll accountant, Gerald Hawthorne, animation IT support, Aaron Kadadadi, animation production supervisors, Matthew Fisher, Frank Magasich, Rio Sakurai, animation production lead coordinators, Amber Ingram, Brittany Ann Vasquez, animation production coordinators, Alexandru Bisia, Enzo Calendra, Stevie Gallardo, Michael Hartman, Chitsura Maiziog, Ashlyn Lardenois, Andy Manley, Connor McGlynn, Brandon Michael Spear, Angela Wickstrom, animation production assistants, Kevin M. Dix, A. Tilda Von Enriquez, Gianna Jones, Caddy Williams Moser, Harold Akoa, Brooks Stoner Street, Jesse Torres Jr., Ali Woodruff. The persons in this film are fictitious. Any similarity to actual persons or events is unintentional. The Simpsons episode #UAB 17, a copyright 2022 20th television. This motion picture is protected under laws of the United States and other countries. Unauthorized duplication, distribution, or exhibition may result in civil liability and criminal prosecution. The Simpsons and The Simpsons characters trademarked 20th Century Fox Film Corporation, NAB. Creative Consultant, Matt Groening. Executive Creative Consultant, James L. Brooks.